All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley here for 9 minutes with me from Rosie's Corner. You know the drill here on YouTube, Facebook, and IGTV. It is a Fish Friday. It's as simple as that. You can get the fish sandwich or the entree, pair it with your mac and cheese, or the coleslaw and fries. My suggestion is just to get the sandwich or entree and just get everything else. Why not, right? Get the coleslaw and the fries and then have the little add-on for a couple of bucks for that homemade mac and cheese. It is to die for here at Rosie's Corner, a proud ML Sports Platter sponsor. And don't forget, here at Rosie's, you can also get the pizza wing combination. I've been telling you for a long time to try the garlic parm wings, try the gold fever, get all the salads in the cooler, the chicken salads, the mac potato salads, get the meatball bomber like I just ordered, the chicken parm subs, all the hot and cold subs, an array of great stuff, including burgers and appetizers. Here at Rosie's Corner, desserts to go as well, including peanut butter cookies, chocolate chip cookies, brownies, you name it. They're all here. Come on down to Rosie's, right off the Bartell Road exit if you're in and around Central New York, a proud ML Sports Platter sponsor, and Jason, Jody, and the gang doing a great job. Like them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram. You can also get them to deliver the food, or you can get it on Grubhub, or just come on in and pick it up yourself. Let's talk a little bit about the NHL and NBA freshness of the players. It's been really talked about recently by many people that especially in podcast shows and national radio shows and the like, and even in columns and articles, wow, can you believe there's a lot of people who are surprised about the freshness of these players because they had the long layoff from the pandemic. You think about mid-March when everything sort of got shut down and Rudy Gobert and that whole mess with the NBA sort of started the dominoes falling. You look at mid-March into mid-April to mid-May to mid-June to mid-July, and then really starting things up here, and now we're all the way into mid-August. There was a several-month letdown, but, the angle that I have sort of taken, and I asked the question when it was long ago, how would these athletes come back and all the rest, but I'm not surprised that they haven't really missed a beat. If you think about it, even though, Steph Curry had to really install a basketball court into his driveway, which is great on social media, by the way. If you can catch that, he didn't even have a basketball hoop at his house. These guys are the best athletes in the world. I mean, they could take, first of all, 3 or 4 days off and go right to the court and be instantly fine and in tremendous shape. In addition to that, you have a situation going on where these guys have the top-notch workout facilities at home. These guys are constantly working out, constantly running, constantly doing drills. Even though Steph Curry might not have a basketball hoop in his driveway, I'm sure he has plenty of other things in a multi-million-dollar home. You take a look at different guys, they have their own home gyms. Some of them have their own full court downstairs. Look at Jim Boeheim, where he's living in the Jamesville, the Fayetteville, Jamesville, Syracuse, New York area, Fayetteville to be exact, I believe. But, Boeheim has this huge, amazing court downstairs. Not that he needs to be keeping his game in line and working out, but his son plays on the team, and his other son, Jimmy, of course, is playing for Cornell. So those guys, and their sister, of course, is a big hoopster. They're not missing a beat in the Boeheim household because they can work out and run and do their thing physically and do some of these other indoor activities. But from a pure basketball standpoint, they can get their shots in. And obviously now a lot of things are reopening, facilities, etc. on campus. But you get the point. All these athletes, they're world class. They're the best at what they do. They have personal trainers. They have personal chefs, I'm sure, who have been able to come in and come out. And the biggest reason why these guys are fresh, and I can't believe that this isn't more of a talking point right now, it's because they're not traveling. Baseball is playing a 60-game schedule. Baseball players still look pretty good to me. I mean, look at what Mookie Betts did last night with 3 home runs. Look at the pace Aaron Judge is on. Look at the different things that are going on with the Colorado Rockies players from Trevor Story to Charlie Blackmon and Nolan Arenado. These guys look absolutely spectacular, but not maybe even quite to the level of the NBA and the NHL. And many people wonder why. Folks, travel takes absolutely a ton out of you. I mean, think about the absolute shit kicked out of you when you take a week vacation with your family. You come back on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday night. Especially if you have kids, you're loading everything in. You're rushing to get the laundry done. You're putting stuff away. Maybe you didn't eat. You got to get takeout delivered or go get something. You have a situation where you're going to stay up late Sunday night because you have to catch up. If you're like me, you probably have a little bit of work to do as well. And then you roll right into Monday morning. And if you go into the office during, again, non-pandemic times after traveling, you literally feel like you have a horrible hangover, let's be honest, from just the travel part. And it could have been a very, very long drive. It could have been a couple of different flights. Well, these NBA and NHL guys, even though they fly the A-plus jets and all the rest, and they fly up there in first class, there's still a different feeling to it, right? I mean, if you're in LA and you have a home game and you're LeBron, and then you got to go to an East Coast trip immediately, you got to fly cross country on the red eye, because you're going to play the Knicks, the Nets, the Sixers, and whomever else. That can't feel that great waking up in the morning, even if you have a comfortable bed in first class, on an A number one jet, on an incredible team charter. You're going through time zones. Your body's a little bit older now. You've got to kind of adjust to different things in terms of how you get ready for game action. Flying through the time zones, sleep deprivation becomes a problem. When you're traveling, it just adds so much of a bang, right kick to the stomach on you. Well, these guys are sleeping in their hotels. They're going literally from the hotel to the playing facility, and is there anywhere in between? Not really. The only other place maybe would be what I saw with the Carolina Hurricanes, where they went to a nearby soccer field, professional soccer field in downtown Toronto. It was a beautiful look with the skyline in the back. What an unbelievable city Toronto is. Where Carolina just kind of got in a little bit of team bonding, and they were kicking a soccer ball around, doing a lot of those different exercises that you see with hand-eye coordination and the like, that just make hockey players absolutely through the roof, incredible athletes. But that's all they're doing. I mean, there's some outdoor activities. There's obviously indoor with the hotel and indoor playing. Those are the only places that these guys are going, and it shows because, let's be honest, 37,000 plus total tests have been administered between both of those leagues, 0 COVID positives. So let's be honest right now, that you can't play sports during a pandemic. Give me a freaking break. But these guys are not traveling at all. NHL players, NBA players are not traveling, and they're just adding more energy and more stamina to their games each and every day. Look at the ridiculous 5 overtime game with the Columbus Blue Jackets, in the Tampa Bay Lightning with Braden Point scoring the game winner. Look at the unbelievable overtime action we've had with Vegas and the Blackhawks and, the Hurricanes and the Bruins, and on it goes. And the NBA guys are going at it like it's Game 7 of the NBA Finals, even for the early part of it here, and then getting into what is the normal playoff structure. It's been absolutely amazing to watch. It's been incredible to see the energy level and to see the ferociousness of which these guys are playing on both levels of the NHL and the NBA. But I just can't believe that people aren't talking about this more. This should be a talking point every single day, that these guys are sleeping in luxurious, comfortable hotel beds, probably the softest, best mattresses, etc., and there's no traveling going on. They literally leave the hotel, they go, they skate around, they practice a little bit probably during different odd game, non-game days. They play their game, they get done with their game, and they go straight back to the hotel. There's also a lack of media interviews because you can't do things because of COVID. Well, guess what? That means the post-game is shorter. There's a couple of quick players that go down for a little Zoom chat with the broadcasters, etc. They're not in a locker room. They don't have to sit there all the time. You don't have to send Alex Ovechkin down to the locker room, get swarmed by a ton of reporters, which delays the post-game another hour. These guys are done. A couple of superstars talk. Same thing with the NBA. They go right back to the hotel. There's no plane to catch. There's no bus to the airport, and then a flight to catch. There's no cross-country stuff. They're going from the arena to the bed to the arena, maybe some outdoor activities, and that's it. And that, my friends, is going to absolutely add to the amazing product that is the NBA and NHL until the playoffs are done. 9 minutes with Mike Lindsley here from Rosie's Corner. Pizza, wings, pasta, hot and cold subs, and more. It's a Fish Friday. Get yours with your mac and cheese or your coleslaw and French fries. Jody and Jason and the gang doing an awesome job. Make sure you buy gift cards for any occasion as well. Rosie's Corner is a proud sponsor of the ML Sports Platter. 9 minutes with me, IGTV, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you download my podcast. It's called the ML Sports Platter Podcast. All over the major platforms where you get your pods. Download, subscribe, leave feedback, and a 5-star review. Past guests include Kel Ripken Jr., Linda Cohen, Jay Billis, Adrian Wojnarowski, and of course, Armin Katayan, best-selling authors, you name it, and Bob Costas. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.